is up, people? Today, I'm eating peas. Gonna crunch right in the microphone. Sorry, I'm having a debate about haggis in my group chat. Alright, so today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This stream is sponsored by Ape of Justice. Ape was kind enough to lend me some cards because we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. Back in 2010, a man by the name of Chris Goslin, I think, played a deck he called Ugly Duckling to a top 8 at a Grand Prix. And this deck was a Doomsday Show and Tell hybrid. I don't know if it was before that or since then. Doomsday Granddaddy Midland was working on a deck he called Rev 614, which was similar, Doomsday Show and Tell hybrid. Since the probe ban, a couple of people on the Doomsday Discord, Ape of Justice, Doishi, and N170, have been kind of toying around with this kind of list, brewing it up a little bit. And they haven't really come to any conclusions, but N170 in particular has been having some amount of success with it at his local store, and maybe on Magic Online, I'm not sure. So, I figured it'd be fun to give it a go and play it through League. There's no real consensus on what the list looks like, but it usually starts like this. Force of Will. I'm not a filthy blue player. This is one of the cards I borrowed from Ape. Ape is the real MVP. Ape streams sometimes. I think he's at Ape of Justice on Twitch, so you can go watch his shit. It's usually pretty entertaining. Wait, why are we gonna rewatch my match from yesterday? One Pump Chump. That's like, you're crazy. So, we're building this live right now. I'm just jamming in all the cards that I know I probably want, and then we'll work out the numbers. I think I have some spell pierces, right? I do. Alright, we'll put those in. And then I want my Thought Seizes. Dark Grits. And Lotus Petals, I think. Lotus P. And I definitely want a Shelldock Isle. Well, I fucking misspelled that. Get that fucking K out of here. My dog's right behind me. And I want the usual suspects of cantrips. The real question is, like, what Doomsday piles am I interested in playing? Like, do I only do Shelldock Island to Emrakul? Or should I try and include some other stuff? Like, I think some of them have been playing, like, some Laboratory Maniacs and shit to enable other Doomsday piles. I'm honestly not sure how much I like that. But having Lab Man in your SI piles as redundancy is not unreasonable. Alright, so let's throw in Ideas Unbound in here, and we'll throw in Lab Man. And then maybe we can get some other Doomsday piles. Potentially other Doomsday piles. Oh, sick. You know, just intricate. I think I saw you, like, follow or subscribe to me on YouTube, maybe? Or something. I don't know. I thought I saw some kind of, update related to that. But, yeah, thanks for doing the legwork to find me. Yeah, so I think there's going to be pithing needles in the sideboard. Obviously, I can show and tell in, I don't know if it's going to be 4, but I can show and tell in Emrakul, and, like, that's okay. And that'll beat a Wasteland. But we're probably just going to eat a dick to lands, and Death and Taxes is probably not going to be a super duper great matchup. Alright, let's put some lands in here. Actually, hold on. Limdual's Vault. We want some Limdual's Vaults, right? That's a good card. I know I have fucking Limdual's Vaults. Don't give me that shit. Yeah. It's because of that fucking diacritical mark. That's what the problem is. That diacritical mark over the U. It fucks with it. Let's see. Duel's Vault. Oh, I have an intuition. Shun. Yeah, there we go. We could try that. I could potentially play like a Meditate instead of Ideas Unbound. I think I have a Meditate. But not sure that's going to be worth it. Yeah, so today's going to be a little different there, just intricate, but, because we're not playing my normal list here, but it'll be interesting. Only one Emrakul in the main, so Tendrils and Bounce plus in the board, and you can skip sideboard and normal blue black Doomsday with Stormfills. Yeah, that's a good point. I noticed you had the Lion's Eye Diamonds in your main deck. I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. That's the thing is, like, I've never played this list, and so I kind of want to go for something that's super straightforward. With, like, a plan A of kind of just fucking flopping my Emrakul dick on the table. But, alright, let's add some lands. We definitely need lands. I think I'm going to be wanting to play a green splash in the board so I can play, like, Abrupt Decays and stuff. But I don't know if, whoops, Dial. Alright. I don't know if this should probably be in the board. We'll put Decays in the board. Fucking Decays. Decay. Here we go. Boom. Alright. And then I definitely want just some normal ass islands, I think. Probably start with 2. I've got one basic swamp in there. Swamp. And then add these. And probably Misty. Add those to the deck, and I'll put my Tarns in too. Add to the deck. Alright, so we're at 60 cards now, but I'm going to fuck around with the numbers a little bit. So let's ignore the sideboard for now. We'll kind of sort some shit out here. 13 lands, 14 lands. That's not that many lands. We're going to need some more lands. Let's get another island. I don't feel like I need another basic swamp, but I could move the Bayou to the main, maybe. 16 lands plus Lotus Petals and the Shelldock Isle. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. And then I think I probably want all of those. And all of those. So then my disruption is all of this. Where's my Fosters? My Pierces. I think that's decent on the disruption. That's a lot of disruption. So, like, if I was going to cut some cards, I could cut Oh, there's no fucking Doomsdays in here. We almost forgot the Doomsdays. Doomsday. Alright, so now we gotta think a little harder about what we're cutting. I could cut, like, Fluster or Pierce or something. I could, obviously, I don't think I want to go fucking all four of these things. And it's possible that I could even, like, cut a Preordain or two, because I got Limb Assault and Intuition. I think I want, though, I'm thinking I want at least 3 of each of this column, so that I can Intuition for them. So let's try, like, maybe we cut Preordains. Cut 2 Preordains. Maybe cut... I mean, I could cut, like, 1 of each of these. I don't know if that's bad. Could even consider moving them to the sideboard, and so I can, like, lean into one of them more in matchups where that makes sense. Although I suppose if I'm even bothering to put Ideas Unbound and Lab Maniac in the main deck, I should just play all the Doomsdays in the main. I could, maybe this Fluster should be in the sideboard, and we just start with just Pierces in the main. Like Pierce, Force, Thoughtseize in the main. There's 60 cards. Doomsday piles will be a bit shit, but, like, non-Emrakul Doomsday piles will be a bit shit. Alright, let's take a look at the sideboard before I get too far. I don't think I want all of these decays, but I could leave the extra show and tell in there. Let's cut a couple needles. I don't really want all those needles. Alright, so let's throw in, like, an Echoing Truth. Or let's do Hurkyl's Recall instead. Hurkyl's Recall. We'll add 2 to the sideboard. Maybe throw Massacre in there to the sideboard. What other kind of shit would I want in my sideboard? An LED to the main or to the board? I could probably squeeze an LED in the main somewhere. I mean, I could consider cutting the Lotus Petal. Do something like that. That's pretty janky. Actually, here's a thought. LED, Singleton LED, like, you want that before your Doomsday pile, not, like, in it with the Lab Man. Fuck the LED. You had a Tendrils in your board, right? So you can try and trick yourself into thinking that you can get a Tendrils kill with this deck. Oh, because you put Lab Man last. You're right. It's been a long fucking time since I've used Ideas Unbound. It's like I almost fucking forgot how it works. Oh wait, that wasn't the card I wanted. Lion's Eye Diamond. Here we go. Alright. Well, yeah, we'll try this. I need 2 more cards in my board. How about some Surgical Extractions? That way we get a little graveyard hate. There. That looks good. Right? That'll fuck. Could I squeeze a ball? I mean, I could cut a Lotus Petal again. They speed up the show and tells a little bit, but they're not, like, I don't know. They're not critical. I could also cut, like, I don't know. No. Yeah. You think 17 lands? Well, that's 17 with the Shelllock Isle. So it's 16 without that. But it could be a lot. You might be right. I just don't want to get stuck. I don't really consider Shelllock Isle like a real land. Like this should be in that column, if you ask me. But I could move the Bayou out to the board. And then, like, is this really going to happen? Am I really going to Tendrils people? Probably not. Oh, there's only 59 cards. Alright, we were going to put a bauble in, right? Bauble. That's why we... Alright, let's do it. That's it. Let's go play a league. Just gonna fucking jump right in. Competitive Legacy League. Had a good one last time. Not so sure this one's gonna go the same. Yeah, straight to a league, dog. I ain't no bitch. Here we go. Right, I don't know about... I mean, this is, Look, how hard can it be? You cast Show and Tell. You fucking put your dick on the table. Or you cast Doomsday and you put Shelllock Isle on the table and then your dick. Can't be that hard. I don't know if I've ever actually cast a Force of Will before, though, so that'll be fun. It's got lands, cantrips, and a Force of Will. Can't be that bad. The Ideas Unbound's a little weird, but I suppose that's getting pitched to the Force. Probably. I think this is a keep. Alright. Gonna want to be a little wary. Oh, there's a Show and Tell. Perfect. Things are all fucking coming up aces. Hopefully I don't get stifled here. Just grab a basic island. I'm thinking this Show and Tell is going to be my game plan. Oh, but I did draw a Doomsday. Alright. Let's grab this extra land. And we'll stick the Doomsday under there. I mean, it kind of is a fair deck. Right? Anything with islands and... Oh, excuse me. Islands and Force of Will is a fair deck. Alright, let's see what this Ponder brings me. Ooh-wee. Interesting. So I'm kind of tempted to, like, next turn, jam Show and Tell as a bait spell. Unless this is a fucking Show and Tell deck. In which case okay, no, they play the Trop. So I'm thinking, like, if I Show and Tell next turn as a bait spell, because I'm going to draw the Swamp, then I can go Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, Doomsday, and protect that with Force of Will, and try and... Wait, we have a Labman kill. Oh, land and we have a Labman kill. So, like, there's this land on top. Labman kill with Force backup. I suppose you're right, actually. That's a really good point. I hadn't thought about that. Ideas Unbound into... Yeah, we can Ideas Unbound into, like, LED... Like, LED Ponder... Bauble, right? Should I just try that? I don't really know what they're playing, but I got it. I have Force backup, so... Yeah, might as well. Let's just jam this. Alright, so they let me do it. It'll be a little sad if they, yeah, they forced it when we cracked the show and tell, so hopefully they forced the LED, but I don't think there's a good reason not to try it here. So, wait a second, what's our pile? I feel like... I feel like we didn't think this pile through right. I cast ideas and bound. What's my fucking pile? I feel like I'm gonna end up with the Labman out and... Like, I could do a pass the turn pile, but I don't know if I can win it right now. Ooh, but I could maybe do a pass the turn pile and put... Yeah, I think I like... Alright, so I'm wondering if this is going to be the right thing to do here. Something like this. Right, exactly. That's what I was trying to articulate. My words weren't working right. That would be... But if I do a pass the turn pile and Thoughtseize first, and then I can go off and still have Force of Will back up. So we're gonna try that. So Landman on the bottom, these three in the middle, and then Thoughtseize on top. And barring getting like triple bolted out of the game, we'll be alright. And we can still do the pile even if they wasteland me. I just won't be able to have the Thoughtseize first. So let's see what you got. Thoughtseize. So that's kind of an issue. That's a lot of stuff. Do I just scoop? I think I just scoop. I think we got too aggressive. Alright. Hold on. Let's think here. I should take the lightning bolt. Lightning bolt, right? SIM recall would be good here. They just don't have wasteland. I should take the bolt because it kills Lab Maniac. Spell Pierce and Spell Snare can't counter Lab Maniac. And I have a force. Well, they have double force. But I'm thinking, so I'm going to take the bolt, and I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to show and tell and hope that they force it? I don't know. I'm not sure. Because, like, if I cast Ideas and Bound, they're just gonna cast, they're just gonna Spell Snare it, right? So Ideas and Bound I should just hold as Force Fodder. So next turn I'm thinking I can cast the Show and Tell as bait, because I'll have drawn another card, right? So, like... Except that Show and Tell, they would just pierce. I need to play the Lotus Petals so that they can't pierce them. Or they wouldn't be able to pierce it. So hopefully they just force a Show and Tell. Or they double pierce. That's the other possibility. Okay, looks like they're choosing to force. Force, pitching, Spell Pierce. Alright, we're getting somewhere. They have drawn... I mean, obviously I can't, like, you know... Okay, there's a Delver. I'm not guaranteed to win here, but I can try to to finagle my way through some counter magic. So I'm going to cast this LED. And this might get countered. No counter. Alright, now I'm going to preordain. I'm just going to leave this guy on top, though, and I'm going to take the bauble. I'm going to cast the bauble. We'll see if that gets through. Because if this resolves... Alright, so now I can try and beat a piece of interaction. I can beat the snare, obviously. I can beat the force. Like, I have enough mana to pay for Pierce. So I'm thinking I can just cast Ladman next turn and protect it with force and hopefully pay for whatever other soft counter magic they have. The old cast Doomsday, wait 4 turns. There's a goose, but the Delver didn't flip. So as long as they didn't draw into, like, Bolt, I think I'm okay. Although they will get Threshold on the goose. Alright, here we go. Yeah. And I think, hopefully, Force is the only card they're going to have that can counter this Lab Maniac. Alright, so there's the Force. Then I force back. They spell snare to the force. Okay. So I'm gonna pass, and we'll see if the Delver flips. Because if the Delver flips, I will need to crack the bauble, or else I'll just die. It revealed Lightning Bolt, but we're still in their upkeep, so tap to draw. Hopefully they didn't draw a Brainstorm. Oh, fuck, a Stifle! Shit! Alright, they got me. Dismember is basically Stifle. Alright, so we got. That's fine. I think I want to bring in the Needles for Wasteland. And then, yeah, I know, right? Like, we got real fucking close there. That was pretty good. I'm glad I didn't just scoop there, because they, like, they had, what, 1 Spell Pierce left in hand, and the Dismember. So if they didn't show Lightning Bolt to the Lab Maniac, to the Delver flip, then I wouldn't have had to crack the bauble, and I would have been able to beat the Dismember. So, the fact that they found the second removal spell is what made me lose the game there. But anyway, so yeah, that was good. Alright, I honestly don't know what the way to play here is. I kind of want to take the Lab Maniac out. I feel like Lab Maniac and Ideas Unbound aren't going to be very good. Especially since they've seen it. Although I suppose they've seen the whole deck at this point. But, I'm kind of thinking, like, I know it's not great. I know Delver's supposed to be a hard matchup for Show and Tell decks, but I'm thinking that Show and Tell is going to be a better plan here, because I can just try and protect it. And then with Needle for Wasteland, that means that Doomsday into Emrakul is, like, viable. But I need to cut 3 cards. I suppose I can cut the Lion's Eye Diamond if I'm cutting Lab Maniac. And I can cut the Conjurer's Bauble too, probably. Maybe cut some... I could cut a Doomsday or a Limdul's Vault or something like that. Let's cut a Limdul's Vault. If they have an aggressive opener, I won't be able to play with my life total too much, so... Interesting. I don't think this hand is good enough. So I don't think this hand is good enough, but it could go. It could like go Doomsday, or Thoughtseize and then Doomsday into Shelldock Isle. But my concern is getting Wastelanded. I think I'm gonna mull it. This isn't so great either, but I'll keep. Another Force. Alright, I'm gonna put the Force on top, play out a land, and pass. And then I'll be able to force pitching Force as backup, or to protect the Doomsday, but I am definitely concerned about running into a Wasteland. Obviously, there's just... I don't know if it's going to be my best plan to just jam that anyway. Or what. I mean, I suppose I could always try and build like a show and tell pile. Is it right to just Doomsday now? Dark Red Doomsday now. I can beat a Daze and I have a Force for backup. But I'd be going all in on the Shelldock Isle probably. Just hope that they don't have Wasteland. Even if they do have Wasteland, they might just Wasteland my Underground Sea. Alright, we're gonna try it. Yeah, it's just really cold to Wasteland, which I'm not super comfortable with, but where's my fucking Shelldock Isle? And then I probably want like a Flusterstorm in there to try and stop a Stifle. And I cut the Lab Maniac, so no, I think usually Rug plays the full 4 Wastelands. They're like real heavy on mana denial. I don't know what to play. I suppose I could put a show and tell in, but I'm not gonna have a chance to attack with Emrakul if they get it. I don't know that there's really like a correct answer here. I could do like, yeah, it doesn't fucking matter, right? Put a fucking needle in. Not that I'm gonna be able to get it down there fast enough. We'll just go with this. We'll just fucking do this. It ain't gonna matter. They could even just surgical my Doomsday, and I suppose I have Force for that, but. Oh, there's a Wasteland. Uh-oh. Okay, so they just used it. Hopefully we'll make them sorry for that. Yeah. No more Wasteland. They're just gonna try and stifle the Hideaway trigger or something? Oh, nope. Okay. Put cards on the bottom. So I want the Flusterstorm, and then we'll do Needle Emrakul. Alright. Now I just have to hope that they don't have a second Wasteland. Oh, they flipped an Ancient Grudge. Interesting. I could die to another land and then Bolt here, which would suck. Nope, doesn't look like that's happening. Alright. So I drew the fluster, that's good. Yes. Alright, looks like they just didn't have anything that could successfully interact with this plan this time. Your favorite stifle altar. Great. A bolt. Do I just flusterstorm this? Because they're just trying to, yeah, okay. Alright, so we got one. Do I change the sideboarding at all? Probably not. I think I like this plan. You think the decays? All they do is hit Delver. A lot of rug decks are playing Hooting Mandrills instead of Goyf these days. They play like the full, like Delver and then Goose, Mandrills, and True Name, and like they go mostly hexproof. I don't think Decay is good enough just to hit Delvers, and I haven't seen Goyf out of them. I haven't seen Mandrills either, but no, I mean they do. They play Mandrills and Goose. I've seen it. I don't know. Usually it's like 4 Delver, 4 Geese, 2 Mandrills, and like 2 True Name or something like that is what I usually see. But yeah, well, everyone who plays Force of Will. Alright, this is good. This is a good hand. Because I can put Needle on Wasteland and then jam with Thoughtseize back up. You should get Thai food. I've been craving Thai curry lately. Ooh, and a show and tell. That's fun. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I can even get the Thoughtseize in here. Oh, just stifling it. Okay. I'm just gonna. Huh. Do I Thoughtseize Doomsday or Needle Doomsday? Because I don't have a land. I probably should have led with Petal Thoughtseize instead of Land Thoughtseize. That was probably a mistake. Just so I can snag a Stifle. Right, but if they don't have Force of Will and they do have Waste, I suppose I can still just wait for a land, maybe. I'm going to Thoughtseize here. I feel like they're more likely to have counter magic. Although I suppose only Daze or Force would stop me here. Alright, so they're dazing that. No. What are the odds that they have a Force as well? What are the freaking odds? They don't have it. Alright. Hopefully they don't have Waste, because I am all fucking in. Where's the Shelldock Isle? Grab a basic island. And the rest don't fucking matter, because I'm not going to get to them anyway. So if we put a basic first, then we won't be able to... We won't have enough turns to attack with Emrakul. Because it needs 2 turns to kill with Emrakul. So, I don't think I can afford to try any trickery to fit that. And I can't even cast the Dark Ritual Doomsday. Like, this island should probably have been an Underground Sea. Not that it would have done me any good, really. But I'm basically on the don't have Wasteland plan. Don't have Wasteland, like, or a second Stifle, or a whole bunch of bullshit they might possibly have, like bolts and flipping a Delver. If they have another Valk and they just flip Delver to a bolt, and they already had 1 bolt in their hand, that could just be dead. Alright, so take Emrakul, then Island, Darkrit, Doomsday, and we'll try our luck. Lana, are you alright? You're scratching a lot, bud. You have fleas or something? Huh? You okay? You okay, puppy? Ah, fuck! Alright. So, I gotta hand it to my opponent here. They chose to reveal the Wasteland, even though it doesn't flip Delver for the Rubbins. They got style. Alright, that's fine. That seems like a bad matchup. We won 1 game and almost got there in a second game. So, I think this deck's alright. We just gotta play some non-blue decks where the Show and Tell Emrakul can shine a little bit. That's the one Game 1 was the game I was talking about when I said almost got there in a second game. Because that one actually was legitimately very close. I do think it helped a little bit that my opponent didn't know what the fuck was going on. Lana, you are scratching a lot. We gave you your flea medicine this month, though, so I don't think you have fleas. You're just itchy. Good girl. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I mean, the fact that the Delver player had like 4 goddamn lands is pretty unusual. And like didn't do anything. So I don't know. It was a good game. Looking at that hand of like quintuple counterspell and the lightning bolt, like 6 relevant cards. No, because Conjurer's Bauble would draw a card, so it doesn't do anything to give me an extra turn. One thing that could give me an extra turn would be Dark Ritual and Doomsday, but I didn't have any lands, so I don't know. I was pretty all in on that one. There wasn't really a lot that I could do. This is an interesting hand. If I can find a Dark Ritual, this is probably fine. I can start with the Thoughtseize. Try and brainstorm to find a Dark Ritual and assemble a Shelldock Isle pile with some counterspell backup, hopefully. And if they are playing like a Chalice deck or something, I can just hope to draw into that's a slick move, Abe. Knowing you can't draw a card, and using it just to put a card in the bottom of your deck. Basic Island's a good draw, actually, because, I don't know what the fuck they're playing, so. This could be Storm, so it's possible, like, this is Storm, they hide something and just go off and I don't have Spell Pierce up. But the Vault kind of makes me think it's not Storm. I guess I'll find out regardless. Oh, they're just bolting me. Looks like another Delver deck. This could be blue-red Delver. Ooh, they don't have anything. That's a questionable fucking hand. Lana, you gotta stop. Hey, I know if you're itchy, but you gotta stop, okay? You're gonna hurt yourself kicking yourself in the face that hard. Yeah, good girl, good girl. Okay, now cut it out. Yes, you're a good puppy. That's kind of what I was thinking. It might be Phoenix. The Badlands makes me think it's not a like a Delver deck, because I don't think they normally play Badlands. It could be Grixis Control, and they just kept a hand with a kill spell and a bunch of lands in it. I don't really know. Alright. Well, if it's Grixis Control, then Doomsday into Shelldock Isle Emrakul should be a pretty good one here. I am thinking it might be best to Thoughtseize first, and that way I can hold the Spell Pierce up for, like, if they try and Edict an Emrakul. Actually, no. It's probably the other way around. I probably want to try and Thoughtseize an Edict before Emrakul comes out. Because by the time Emrakul comes out, they could pay for Spell Pierce. So I think I'm going to hold them. And this, like, right now, Pierce will stop any interaction they might have. So I think this is going to be a perfectly acceptable plan in this matchup. And in fact, it's probably one of the best matchups for this plan if it is Grixis Control. I'll put a Lab Man in there as backup. Cool. Shelldock Isle. Maybe another Spell Pierce or Thoughtseize. I'm not going to have a ton of life left. Since they let this resolve, I'm actually going to have Thoughtseize and Spell Pierce. I realized that I was saying I was going to Thoughtseize before I cast Doomsday, but now I don't have to. Let's see. Let's put another Spell Pierce in, and then something that doesn't matter. Bauble. Bauble will be good with the Lab Man backup plan. Alright. That looks good. So we'll go Lab Man, Bauble, Spell Pierce, and then these are the ones that really matter. Alright, this is looking like it's gonna work out. I'm getting a call. Hold on a sec. Who was phone? No one was there. My dog gets super excited when people call on the phone. It's real cute. But nobody was there. Alright. Hideaway. Hopefully they don't get enough permanents to, like, survive. That would be annoying. Should I Thoughtseize here? Probably not, because I don't want to die to, like, Bolt Pyromancer. If they try and bolt me end step, I could Pierce a Bolt. I probably Pierce if they do cast any spell right now, because if they have, like, a cantrip that they want to cast on end step, I don't want them to be able to Brainstorm, because as far as I know, all they have their hand is land. And honestly, the Annihilator might just be to make way for Lab Man at this point. Lana, leave it. Good girl. Come here. Hey, don't pee on my floor. Okay, doesn't look like you did. Just lay down. Good girl. She's a weird dog. Alright, so they're cracking something. A Tundra? What the ever-loving fuck is this deck? Enlightened Tutor. That is getting fucking spell pierced. No way. Alright, I'm gonna let you out, because you obviously don't like hanging out in the office with me. There you go. Go do your own thing. I'm busy, pup. I'm busy. Alright, so they hit me down to 4. Oh, no. Alright. Load back up here. No, that's just the bot telling me that I'm going live. Come on. Load me back up. I don't like it like that. We'll do that again. See ya. Yeah, it's a really good question. What the fuck is my opponent doing? I mean, I'm perfectly happy playing in the Brew tier. Because I think that's the kind of decks we're going to be relatively competitive against. Yep, I mean, who knows what the fuck is going on, right? I got some defense, so that's good. They only have 6 permanents, so that's also good. I probably should have Thought Seized, although I don't want to die to a Bolt. I don't know if they're going to have Edict. And basically, I think I'm just hoping they don't have Edict. Go to our next turn. Alright, they're letting me attack, so the trigger's happening, so they don't have Edict. Alright, I'm going to play the Bauble now. Oh wait, first I'm going to do 15 damage. Now I'm going to play the Bauble. And next turn, so even if they somehow could get rid of Emrakul, next turn I can beat like 2 removal spells on the Lab Man. But I don't really want to show them the Lab Man if I don't have to. And presumably they're not going to be able to get rid of this Emrakul. Land plus Innocent Blood would get rid of the Emrakul. That's a very good point. But that did the job. Alright. So we are in a pickle. Because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. This might be an Abrupt Decay matchup. Seems like they could have Ensnaring Bridge. In which case I'm probably going to want the Bayou to just have extra green source. Lab Maniac actually might be very good in this matchup. I feel like they're going to give me a lot of time. So maybe I can get rid of... Although maybe I want the Limb Duel as well to be able to find answers. I might be able to trim a Thoughtseize or something. Could maybe cut Intuition. Actually, I can probably cut the basic Swamp. I highly doubt they're playing, with that 4-color mana base, I doubt they're playing anything like Blood Moon, Back to Basics, Wasteland. So, I don't need extra land. So 3 cuts. I'll cut Intuition. I think the Limb Duel's Vaults will be better. Could be wrong about that. You think I can just cut a land? I mean, I cut the land because I brought the Bayou in, so I was going to have one more land. But I'm thinking, are you thinking I can cut even another one? Okay, I'll cut a basic island then. I'd rather have my duels. And then one more card. I could cut a Force, since I still don't really know what they're doing. Although I probably want to have Force. I could cut a Preordain maybe. Doomsday seemed good there. I don't think they're a Force deck, but I feel like having Force to stop like a turn 1 Enlightened Tutor is good. Although I guess I can just stop whatever they get with it. I'm going to cut a Preordain, and then I'm going to hit Submit because I'm running out of sideboarding time. So, okay, I guess this is a keep. It could either show and tell in Emrakul or brainstorm it back into the deck so that, I mean, there's other Emrakul, so I don't have to brainstorm it back into the deck to get with Doomsday. Well, that comment came through a little too slow. But I think having, I don't know, it's arguable, I guess. I want more lands. I also want this Force. I think I should shuffle this. I have Spell Pierce. I have Thoughtseize. I think the land is going to be more valuable. Dark Rit. Okay. Well, if I can find a black mana source next turn, I can go Rit, Thoughtseize, Show and Tell Emrakul. So, I mean, there's also some lag, so don't worry about it. I try and pay attention to the chat, but like, I'm gonna need you to anticipate how I'm gonna fuck up. Another Thoughtseize. I guess I brainstorm here. Hopefully this hits. If it doesn't, that'll suck. Well, it sort of hit. I'm going to put the Emrakul back, I think. Because if they do play discard, I don't want them to be able to Thoughtseize the Emrakul and shuffle my deck. Which would happen if I hit a business spell, so. I suppose maybe I should play out this Lotus Petal. This way at least I can have Spell Pierce up if they try to do something. Although I'd much rather use this Lotus Petal for my Dark Rit. What do we got? Young Pyromancer. Alright. This definitely kind of feels like it's some sort of like 4-color it's like a 4-color Zombardment type of deck maybe. Yeah, Cabal Therapy. Oh, the lag's only like 4 seconds? I thought it was, honestly thought it was closer to like 30. So I could just Dark Ritual here. Dark Ritual, Thoughtseize, Show and Tell. But I also could try and wait a little longer and Ponder. Ponder to try and find another land and like Thoughtseize, and then next turn Thoughts. I think I want to do that. I think I want to Ponder. Cabal Therapy could be trouble though. That didn't work out the way I'd hoped. Shuffle. Land. Not the land I wanted. suppose it makes sense to play it anyway, though, right? No, probably not. I could actually... I could go Dark Ritual Doomsday right now, and then play the Shelldock Isle. That's probably the play, right? And this only gives them one turn to try and put something together. There's an Emrakul. And I'll put like an Underground Sea in the pile so that I can cast some of my spells. And then maybe include Dark Ritual Doomsday so I can try again. Something like that. And then like a random Lab Maniac. Just in case. That should work. Alright, so Underground Sea needs to go on the bottom because it'll be the top after I hide away. And the order of the rest doesn't matter. Suppose they could have Stifle or something shitty like that. Surgical even could be... Nope, they didn't Surgical. Okay. So I get that. And then, let's see, on the bottom... Probably want to do it like this. Okay. So they're just bolting me. If they have multiple bolts, I could be in trouble. Needle. That's okay. Obviously Needle... Wait. Yeah. So they're going to Needle Shelldock Isle, which is okay, because I still have Show and Tell and Emrakul. And hopefully that'll be good enough. The problem is maybe, like, I might just be at risk of dying. Seek. Okay. Interesting. I suppose if they take the Doomsday here... I don't know. I do not know. I'm definitely at risk of dying, though. Just to tokens. So they take the Lab Maniac. Interesting. Okay. That's actually good for me. I would rather they don't... Oh, but the Shuffle is annoying. Alright, I'm going to concede this one. I forgot about the Shuffle. Honestly, it didn't matter what they take. They just... If I had drawn the Underground Sea, I could have Show and Tell'd out Emrakul in my hand. But... Alright, I think this setup is still okay. So I'm going to submit again. I could do Massacre. But I'm not, I don't know. I feel like Young Pyromancer actually isn't the most threatening thing they're doing. It's all their potentially tutorable Silver Bullet artifacts and enchantments. It was what I'm more worried about. Alright, that hand doesn't do anything. Ugh, that's not great. I think I'm going to keep it, though, because it's got lands and interaction. And I'll probably just try and stop whatever they do. Oop, they're mulling low. Island, bottom. Yeah, maybe Fluster is better than Force. I don't know. I feel like I want to try to be going off early and having free interaction is better. I don't. Fluster just doesn't seem that good to me. I could be very wrong. Do I just force this? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take the show and tell and crack the fetch. And hopefully I can find an Emrakul soon. Brainstorm. I still don't really know what this deck's doing though, so. Like, it could. Maybe it's just a 4-color Pyromancer deck or something? With like a random Enlightened Tutor toolbox. I don't know. Ponder again. I just need a real business spell at this point. Lingering Souls. Okay. That's something that we anticipated. They could have mentors, that's true. Maybe Massacre would have been okay. Who knows? I really just want. I don't even think I want to cast. I probably want to cast this Thoughtseize. I really want to find an Emrakul. Force opposition. Definitely taking that. Yep, some kind of 4-color opposition deck. I think I might just die to tokens here, though. With the way this is going. Because I need to find something to go with this show and tell. And... yeah, and I'm just drawing fucking lands. I need to find something to deal with the Force of Wills I know they have, and something to go with the show and tell. So I don't think I'm going to be winning this game. Especially considering that they're almost at the point they can survive an Emrakul attack and still have creatures to crack back with. So, I don't know, maybe cracking these fetches isn't even the right play because I'm just going to fucking die. I don't even have any fetch lands anyway. Brainstorm. Sure. Nothing good. Another show and tell. Delightful. Alright, that's game. This is the classic 1-2 deck. Just 1-2 everything. The opposition explains the lane tutors at least. Yeah, I mean, they're doing some pretty questionable shit if you ask me, but so are we. Hopefully I can, like, win a match this league. That would be nice. That's the goal here. Both these matchups are kind of making me wish I was playing my normal Doomsday list. That last one would have been pretty easy, I think, with normal Doomsday. And although I suppose I don't know what kind of silver bullets and lane tutor targets they would have had, but probably just rip and shit. And then Rug Delver's not such a bad matchup either, so that's what we get for playing the jank. This is taking a while. I guess it's time to tell some jokes. Let's do some Googling. Shitty jokes. Why did the electrician get arrested? Battery. Oh, okay, good. There weren't any more good jokes, so glad we got a match here. Okay, this one seems fine. Can't complain too much about this hand. I'm glad you get it, Abe. It would have been a real fucking disaster if you hadn't. Oh, I need to crack this fetch. Stifle. Stifle. Aight. I suppose this is probably just Grixis Delver. Yeah, it looks like it. All these fucking Stifle decks are a real pain in the ass. Forcible is okay. Probably want the Force Will. And the Delver. So that Delver's gonna flip next turn for sure. Oh, and a Wasteland. That's no good. I think I'm gonna Brainstorm. This is a little risky, maybe. It needs to hit something. Alright, let's think here. Obviously, this Shelldock Isle is not doing me all that much good because of the Wasteland, and if I don't show them any non-basics, they're never gonna crack it. So, I'm thinking this is a hand where I put back Shelldock Isle and Doomsday, and just look for a Show and Tell and an Emrakul, unfortunately, because like I have some counter magic for backup. I probably should have played the Conjurer's Bauble. That was a mistake. Forgot about that. Oh, a Forked Bolt. Interesting. It's annoying. I'm gonna die. I don't see myself winning this one. I suppose the only way I might win if I draw Emrakul, say I draw Emrakul, and then I go Dark Ritual, Conjurer's Bauble, and immediately draw Show and Tell to go with it, which didn't happen. Ponder. Well, there's a Show and Tell. Suppose maybe I should have Dark Ritual there. Dark Ritual into Bauble. Well, I didn't draw it anyway, so. Something Tide. Desolation Tide? Something like that, I think. Alright, yeah, so I'm dead. So I'll just concede here. Because I would have been dead even if I had Spell Pierce that Fork Bolt. Those are the kind of cards I'm thinking about bringing in. Probably cut Labman, Ideas Unbound, Bauble, and like maybe the Limdol's Vaults. And just try and like jam one of my win cons and protect the fuck out of it. Oh, I'm still at 62 cards because these didn't go anywhere. Why aren't you going anywhere? There we go. That might be okay. We'll try that. Yes, I would like to play first. Huh. Normally, like, if I was playing a normal Storm deck, I would honestly probably keep this. But I'm not so sure. Like, it doesn't fucking do anything. Yeah, I'll try it. Yeah, I'll try it. It's got basics and cantrips. Hopefully I'll just ponder into the fucking nuts and find like Force, Show and Tell, Emrakul or something. Okay. They are taking a while. Okay. Those are good cards. Kind of cards I need to make this work. Delver. Alright, not going to have a lot of time to spare then. Probably should have cut that lion's eye diamond. That's okay. I'm going to play out the lotus petals. I suppose I can get away with just playing out one, just to dodge days. Alright. So let that resolve. Name Wasteland. I noticed it seemed like they're F6 there. Stifle. That's annoying. Well, I can beat a Stifle. Guess I'm brainstorming here. There's a Force and a Spell Pierce. So I'm definitely putting back the Show and Tell. It's not really doing much. I need that petal to make black, though. Yeah, I guess I put back those two. And they can't stifle this fetch land anyway. Cast a petal. Cast a Doomsday. The real question, though, is do I actually go for Shelldock Isle here? Because they can stifle... Well, I suppose I still have this Pierce and Force to stop the... Yeah, probably the Shelldock Isle is safer than a Show and Tell, because only Stifle can stop its triggers, so... Although, I'm a little concerned about dying. Do I just die? Like, I'm gonna go to 7. Yeah, I can't actually... Yeah, no, I'm just conceding here. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna die to Delver and Young Pyromancer before I can even get him or cool out. So, alright. That's a cool 03 so far. Didn't even manage to take a game in that match. Let's get some not blue decks. This deck must have some good matchups, right? Just haven't seen them. What do you call a guy that crushes cans for a living? I don't know, but it's so depressing. How do you learn to become a trained conductor? With training. Yeah, oh, we got a match. Yeah, that didn't work out so good, Abe. Delver's hard. I mean, Delver's supposed to be kind of a bad matchup for show and tell, I think. This hand seems okay. I can lead on Thoughtseize and then either Doomsday or show and tell next turn, maybe, depending on what my draws are like. Polluted Delta. Okay. Oop, I almost went through my turn. Don't want to be doing that. Start with a Thoughtseize. Fucking hell. It's another goddamn wasteland Delver ass motherfucking piece of shit. Fuck. Yeah, wasteland, you fucking asshole. Land. Well, they didn't have any counter spells last time. So I'm just going to hope to draw a land. I'm sure they're going to Thought Scour here. I'm going to hope to draw a land and then just fucking Windmill Slam this show and tell. Terramander. What the fuck is a Terramander? Oh. This thing. I guess I'd only ever seen the Japanese version or whatever, the other language, so I didn't know what its English name was. So it's just Delver, but with Terramanders, right? I guess it is. I heard it was out on Arena, but not anything else. Okay. That's no good. I guess I play this Lion's Eye Diamond. I just need another mana source. Some other mana source. And then I can try and fucking get in there. Excuse me. Tropical Island. It looks like it's just Rug Delver with Terramander. Flooded Strand. Land. God fucking damn it. Alright. It didn't do anything, and I still didn't draw motherfucking land. Fucking ass. Why don't I play out Petal? Because at this rate, it's just going to get countered. And frankly, I would like, I'm not going to be casting these Ponders, right? I don't think. Maybe it's better to discard the Intuition here, because I'm definitely not casting that. But I don't know. Like I almost feel like I want them to. I don't know. I don't have that good of a reason for not playing out the Lotus Petal, but I don't want them to think that I have anything. But they're probably just stocking up on. All right, so there's a friggin' land. Let me see if I can ponder here. See if they let that resolve. Another land would make me very, very happy, and so does that show and tell. Alright, we might be getting somewhere. Brainstorm. They still don't have any threats. Probably should have played out the petal here. Alright, they let that one go. Thoughtseize. Stifle, stifle. So, next card down that I have is another Dark Ritual. I'm going to play the Lotus Petal here. They might not counter it. They didn't. But now I'm going to play the Show and Tell. And they have to force this. And then next turn I can Dark Grit, Show and Tell, Emrakul. Assuming they don't have additional counter magic. Presumably they're going to wasteland my Underground Sea here, but I have the Lotus Petal, so that's okay. There's the Delver. So the Delver was their draw for the turn, which means that they about to get Emrakul. They can stifle one Annihilator trigger, but I don't think it's going to be good enough here. Oops. Wrong thing. Show and Tell. Alright, so they saw the writing on the wall. So we got there eventually. Alright, what do you think, Ape? Is this a Flusterstorm matchup? Maybe this is an Abrupt Decay matchup? I didn't see any geese. I only saw Delvers and Terramanders. Needle and the other Show and Tell are like also potential ones. These are the cards I'm reasonably sure are not worth bringing in. Yeah, definitely Flusterstorm. That's fair. Excited to storm over the Show and Tell. Yeah, you could be right. I kind of feel like Show and Tell is actually one of the better ways to fight through this counter magic because it's a perfect bait spell. Like, they basically have to counter it, and you don't lose that many resources trying to cast it. I'm... You think this is a matchup where I cite out some number of Force of Will? Like, I'm kind of thinking maybe... like that. Those are cards that could come out. I suppose I don't need to bring in the decays either, so I could keep a couple things in here. Like, so I bring in 5, keep the intuition. And like a couple forces. Maybe do that. Yeah, and if I'm cutting the Ladman, I'm cutting Ideas Unbound. Probably cutting Bauble as well, actually. Maybe it's better to have another force. I'm running a little low on time, so I'm going to submit. But I think that's reasonable. There's always game 3 since I managed to steal that game. I think this hand is fine, because it's got lands, and it counters magic and a business spell, so I just need to find Emrakul to go with it. And yes, it's got my basics. There's the Pteramander. And now I drew a Doomsday. I don't know, it might be correct to not just run out the Ponder there. I don't know if they're going to daze. Yeah, they just daze. No. Maybe it would have been better to try and play around a daze. Who knows? Probably the better play would be to crack this Scalding Tarn for a basic so that they can't stifle it, and then Ponder next turn when I could play around a daze. Because now I'm probably going to get stifled. Another show and tell, though. Oops. Alright, I'm just going to play that. If they spend the Valk, I can crack it. Get another basic. And then I can start thinking about trying to punch through some counter magic here. Alright. Ugh, my fucking neck is sore, I don't know why. Dude, yeah. Like 3 out of 4 decks so far has played fucking Stifles. Stupid. So if they don't waste me here, I might just fire off a show and tell next turn. Just to try and snag a counterspell. How many? 1 less to cast. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I Dark Ritual Doomsday here. Would I die? If Delver flipped and they could adapt the Pteramander, I would die. Right? Yeah, maybe that's better. Show and tell land Dark Ritual Doomsday. But I do have a Flusterstorm. Because I'm thinking, like, I can Dark Ritual Doomsday and then play Shelldock Isle as my land for the turn. And have Emrakul next turn. And they would need to adapt the Terramander and flip Delver to kill me. And it has Fluster backup. And then even if they stifle or waste the Shelldock Isle, I could put an Emrakul as, like, an extra Emrakul in the pile and be able to show and tell it into play. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try. It does risk death, because even, like, Bolt adapt the Phyto Hydra, whatever the fuck it's called, Terramander, is going to be good enough. But, I don't know. I mean, kind of a bad spot by not having something to go with the show and tell. It might not even be correct to protect this Doomsday, to be perfectly honest. Like, maybe I'm supposed to just... I can ask him that. Say Pierce. Should I pay for this Pierce? I'm gonna. Because, like, if they end up spending another counterspell on the Doomsday, I'm not actually that brokenhearted. Because I still have show and tells. I just need to find an Emrakul to go with it. Is it Terromander or Terromander? It's Terromander. I wonder if they're typing out an answer. Alright, well, they think it looks okay. I don't know if you can read that ape. Okay. I mean, I think it seems okay. It reminds me of Goose, except it's not Shroud and it's not green. But it's also evasive, like, by default. You can't jump it, so I don't know. It seems okay to me. Looks like they're thinking they're just gonna get there. I wonder if they know the Delver's gonna flip. They did cast a Ponder last round, so they might know the Delver's gonna flip. So this might have been a bad move. And they can adapt the Terramander, right? Or are they 1 mana short? They might be 1 mana short, so if they don't have another land, I might still be okay. Do these cards matter much? I don't think they matter much. Alright, put these cards on top of your library. Order doesn't matter much. Although I should have put this Emrakul first, I think was what I wanted, but maybe it doesn't matter much. Because I'm probably just going to die. Especially if this gets stifled. Nope. do think I put those lands in the wrong order though, because I really wanted Emrakul, this extra Emrakul on the bottom, so I would draw it next turn to be able to potentially show and tell it in. What do you got here? Surgical Doomsday. Okay. That does put them into Pteramander adaptation range, right? I got 5 spells, so yeah, I am dead. Oops. I suppose I should have waited to see if the Delver flipped, but they pondered last turn, so they knew it was going to flip. Okay. I'm not playing very well tonight. I apologize. Okay. I'm just going to submit the same list, but I was dead there. So I don't feel so bad about conceding now. This deck's feeling pretty awful, I gotta say. Like, it's like close to decent, but it's just not feeling good. And I don't know if it's because I'm bad at it, because I didn't play any practice games and just launched into a league. Because I'm not really anything like a blue player. Or what, but this hand looks fine. I think I want to preordain. Flusterstorm is good. I'm going to bottom the Thoughtseize and take the Fluster. I want to find a black mana source to go with this Limdual's Vault, like next turn. I have the Lotus Petal, but I don't really want to spend it. Oh, I just found a Show and Tell. Okay, do I just cast Show and Tell and hope the force is good enough to protect it? I like jamming here. Alright, so they force. Force pitching Pteramander. What do I force back with? Probably force pitching Fluster so that I have an opportunity to use the Limdual's Vault to try and find another one. You think it's force pitching Limdual's Vault? I suppose the Flusterstorm. Yeah, but if I found black mana, then I might have a chance to try and show and tell again later. My wife is calling. I'll follow your advice, Ape. I gotta turn my mic off for a second. I have returned. Sorry. Had to take that one. But alright, so let's get this last match in. I think this is all I'm gonna have time for tonight, but we'll fucking get it in there. See if we can win another match. See if we can play against something that's not fucking Delver. What kind of food did you end up getting, Abe? Fried banana fritters. That sounds... I mean, it sounds okay, but... it sounds good, but I don't know about that, that combination. Sounds a little whack, if you ask me. Fried banana fritters is weird. Oh, got a match. Oh well. I don't really like tofu, though. Oh, I played against this person in the practice room earlier. What were they playing against? Or what were they playing? I don't recall. I think it was something with Force Wills. This hand looks acceptable, though, so I'm going to keep. Okay, that makes sense. The banana fritters for dessert. I definitely think I want the intuition because it can find me Emrakul to go with the show and tell. I don't care that much about the other cards, but I'm going to end up with one of them anyway. It wasn't something with Force Wills. It was Death and Taxes, which strikes me as something of a bad matchup. Didn't quite hit the nuts. I'm going to put back that and that, I think. I'm going to crack this. Get that. I'm preordained right now. Probably grab the Misty, play out the Lotus Petal, and pass. I can, that's true. Good point. And more than... Do we have more than that? We have the Decays, too, which will probably come in, but the Massacres are definitely going to be where it's at. Needle might need to come in, too. Wasteland. That's fine. I anticipated the Wasteland. Thalia. Okay. Well, I ain't dead yet. That's a good point. Another show and tell. I think I just brainstorm here. Try and get, like, all my basics. is going to be rough, though. This isn't a good matchup for anything show and tell related. What do we got? Revoker. They're just going to name Lotus Petal. Oh, Lion's Eye Diamond. Ha! Joke's on you, motherfucker. This would be an excellent time to just rip a fucking Emrakul off the top. Come on, Big Mama Emrakul. Nope. I'm assuming I'm just casting Intuition on the end step or whatever. Stoneforge. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the Archons. I forgot to put them in my sideboard. You lent me them and I forgot to put them in my sideboard. Ape, why did you let me do that? Weren't you here while I was building the deck? Alright, so they put Vile up to 3, which makes me think there's a fucking Flicker Wisp somewhere around here. You piece of shit. I think it's safe to say that the stuff HR was fucking is me. Alright, so now they wasteland that, which means that I'm going to Intuition. Well, so here's a thought. I don't have to Intuition now, because like I have another land I can play. Although if they have a port, that'd be an issue. I want to, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I want to save the petal in case they have a port. It says HR fucking stuff. It's like HR puffin stuff, but fucking. Yeah, Flicker Wisp is gonna fuck us up. That's definitely something I'm concerned about here. They hit us with the big dick. Yeah, well, maybe you should get some fucking culture. I don't really know what it is either. I think it was an old TV show. But I don't really... Oh, I can't cast Emrakul, but I can show and tell Emrakul. Here comes the Flicker Wisp. Maybe they don't have it. I doubt it, but maybe they don't. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I doubt most people my age even know what it is, but my this is so now they recruiter for the Flicker Wisp and just flicker it in, and they get even one more creature. Alright, we're just dead, right? We gonna die. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10, yeah. Yeah. Alright, so Massacre, Abrupt Decay, Bayou, Spell Pierces definitely can come out. Force of Will isn't great, but it's probably good enough. I feel like maybe Limbo's Vaults can come out. And, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else worth taking out. Maybe the Intuition. I suppose I can Intuition for Abrupt Decay. Yeah, well, fuck it. We'll cut the Intuition. I'm doing that. You might have a hot minute to make other suggestions, but I think it's okay. Alright. Let's get this fucking massacre over with. At least we didn't go 0-5, right? We got one win. Fucking gave Delver the Blades. Intuition over Preordain is okay. That's not a bad idea. I think I'm going to skip it, though. I think you might be right that trying to get Lab Maniac through is actually an okay plan in this matchup. So Preordain's another cantrip to help draw into a Doomsday pile. I don't know. I mean, the best case scenario is probably just like turn fucking 1 just show and tell Emrakul. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get much better. I don't know. Not a huge fan of this list. It just doesn't... It's not my style, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't... I don't know. Not my jam. It's a good experiment, but I'll let the rest of you tune it, and maybe I'll try it again later. I don't know. I'm hesitant to throw this hand back. It's got a cantrip ritual interaction, so it's probably a keep. Okay. I probably just want a basic island here. I still have a black source and another thing that could get green if I want to decay something. I think having the basics is going to be more important in the long term. There's an Emrakul. Brainstorm. Thoughtseize. Alright, I'm going to put back this and this, I think. I don't think I want those right now. There's something to be said for putting Emrakul back and then playing Shelldock Isle and snagging it, but I'm afraid the Shelldock Isle will get wastelanded or something first. So I think I'm just going to get my basic Swamp and Thoughtseize here. And then I'll have a Swamp for Massacre. I think I want to take Stoneforge Mystic here, because if they're trying to waste and port me, then it's going to be a while before they can play Palace Jailer, and I can just get the Thalia with Massacre. You think take Thalia? Yeah, maybe you're right. I can just get the Stoneforge Mystic with Massacre too. Maybe taking the Palace Jailer is just trying to be too cute. I probably just take Thalia. They probably play Port and Stoneforge here. Would be my guess. Alright, so then I can Massacre. Yeah, but like it's gonna be a while before they can cast the Batterskull anyway if I just Massacre now. And I just drew the Shelllock Isle that I put back. Figures. I'm just gonna cast the Massacre. And then Brainstorm. Fucking hell. Alright. Y'all about to see some magic happen. Gonna clear away that motherfucking, I know they have waste, but this is to avoid a Brainstorm lock. I would rather get wasted and dodge the Brainstorm lock. Plus, them wasting me, it's going to keep them off of playing more creatures for longer. I really think this is okay. See, the trick is that... No, I don't really want to stick Emmy under it, because I'd still have to get Doomsday. I'd still have to find a Doomsday. They're just recruiting. Sanctum Prelate. I doubt that's going to go on 2, and so I have the decay for it, so I'm not super concerned about that. Plus, if I just rip fucking Show and Tell right now, that's not a Show and Tell. I feel like this deck gets a lot of clunky draws, and that's the kind of issue I was having with it. Is like, I don't know, some of its draws felt really powerful, and some of them are like just fucking awkward as hell. Chose 3. Kind of expected. Wasteland. I wonder if they go after the Bayou or the Shelldock. Alright, I'm just going to decay this. Make green, make black. If Mystical Tutor was unbanned, this deck would probably be very good. You could try Personal Tutor. It's not as good, but... Might be okay. Finds your combo pieces. Still not a show and tell. Another port. This is probably where the thing comes down. Oh, what the fuck? No, not right now. Goddamn. Alright. So... Stone Forge grabs Sword of Fire and Ice. Yeah, that's a good point. Mystical Tutor being legal probably helps this deck out a lot. Alright, there's the big thing. So, just gonna fucking come on and slam. Now welcome to the jam. They just put in Batterskull. Okay. So, hopefully they just don't have anything. If they play Caracas or something, Palace Jailer, well, that's a problem, right? We knew about that Palace Jailer too. And I was saying I should have taken it with the Thoughtseize. But then I didn't. Now I'm regretting it. Alright. That was awful. It's been a while since I've done that bad in a league. Okay, I think I'm going to log off. Actually, Ape, I'll give you your cards back first. But I'll probably stop the stream. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you sort of enjoyed seeing something a little different. Next week, whenever I stream again, I'll probably be back to the normal list. I can no longer say that I've had consecutive 4-1s. 3 4-1s in a row, and then a 1-4. So they're basically the same, right? But yeah, thanks for watching.